You walk into your kitchen and stop. Why did you come in here? You stare at the refrigerator, the counter, the cabinets, nothing. The reason you walked in just 30 seconds ago has completely vanished from your mind. Sound familiar? Maybe you've introduced the same story to your grandchildren twice in 1 week, or perhaps you've forgotten your neighbor's name, someone you've known for 15 years, and late at night when the house is quiet, a small voice whispers, "Is this how it starts? Am I losing my mind?" Before you panic, stay with me for the next few minutes, because what I'm about to share has helped thousands of people just like you sharpen their memory, boost their confidence, and reclaim the mental clarity they thought was gone forever. And it's not a drug, not an expensive treatment, and not complicated at all. Hello friends, if you're over 60, or if you're caring for someone who is, this video might be one of the most important things you watch this year. I'm here to talk about something that affects millions of Americans in your age group, memory problems. And I want to be crystal clear from the start. Occasional forgetfulness is completely normal as we age. Your brain, just like your knees or your eyes, changes over time. But that doesn't mean you're powerless. Here's something most people don't realize. Your brain is far more adaptable than you think. Scientists call this neuroplasticity, which is just a fancy way of saying your brain can actually grow, change, and improve at any age. Yes, even after 60, even after 70 or 80. Today, I'm going to share with you a simple, scientifically backed technique that's helping thousands of seniors improve their memory, their focus, and their overall mental sharpness. But before we get to that trick, we need to understand what's really happening in your brain after 60 and why this matters so much. Because here's the truth. While some memory change is normal, accepting constant confusion, frustration, and mental fog is not. You deserve better. Your family deserves to have you present, engaged, and mentally sharp. And the good news? You can do something about it starting today. Let's talk honestly about what happens to memory as we get older. First, let's separate fact from fiction. Losing your memory is not an automatic part of aging. Let me say that again. Severe memory loss is not normal. Forgetting where you put your glasses? Normal. Forgetting what glasses are for? Not normal. After 60, your brain processes information a bit differently. Think of it like this. When you were younger, your brain was like a sports car, fast, quick to respond, racing from 0 to 60 in seconds. Now, your brain is more like a luxury sedan. It might not accelerate quite as fast, but it's more comfortable. It has better navigation, and honestly, it makes fewer reckless mistakes. Here's what actually changes. Processing speed. You might need an extra moment to recall a name or remember where you parked. This is normal. Your brain is simply taking a more scenic route to get to the information. Divided attention. Multitasking becomes harder. If someone talks to you while you're reading, you might miss both the conversation and what you were reading. This isn't dementia. It's your brain being more selective about what it focuses on. Learning new information. It might take a few more repetitions to learn your new smartphone or remember a new friend's name. That's okay. Once the information is in there, you'll likely remember it just as well as you did when you were younger. But here's what many seniors don't know. There's a huge difference between normal age-related memory changes and serious cognitive decline. Warning signs that you should talk to your doctor include forgetting important events repeatedly, getting lost in familiar places, having trouble managing money or paying bills when this used to be easy, asking the same questions over and over within minutes, difficulty completing familiar tasks like cooking a recipe you've made 100 times. If you're experiencing these more serious symptoms, please talk to your healthcare provider. There's no shame in it, and early intervention can make a tremendous difference. But for most of you watching this video, you're dealing with normal age-related changes that simply need some attention and care, and that's exactly what we're going to address. Now, you might be thinking, why make such a big deal about forgetting a few things? I'm retired. I don't need to remember business meetings anymore. I understand that feeling. But let me tell you why your memory matters more now than ever. Your memory is the foundation of your independence. It's what allows you to manage your medication safely, drive to the store and back home, keep appointments with your doctor, maintain relationships with friends and family, Share your lifetime of wisdom and stories with your grandchildren. Live in your own home, on your own terms. When your memory starts slipping, anxiety creeps in. You second guess yourself. You might stop going out as much because you're afraid you'll forget something important. Some seniors stop participating in conversations because they can't remember the right words. This isn't just about memory, it's about quality of life. I've heard from thousands of seniors over the years, and do you know what they tell me they fear most? It's not death. It's losing themselves. It's the fear of becoming a burden. It's the thought of their children making decisions for them instead of with them. But here's the beautiful thing. You have more control over your brain health than you might think. Small, consistent actions can make a massive difference. And that brings us to the technique that's changing lives. Are you ready? The technique I'm about to share is called the Method of Loci, but you might know it by its more common name, the Memory Palace Technique. Now, before you think that sounds complicated, stay with me. This is actually one of the most natural, easy ways to remember information, and humans have been using it for over 2,000 years. If ancient Greeks and Romans could use this without computers or smartphones, you certainly can too. Here's how it works in the simplest terms possible. Your brain is incredibly good at remembering places, especially places you know well. Think about your home. You could walk through it with your eyes closed, right? You know exactly where the bathroom is, where your favorite chair sits, where you keep your coffee mugs. The Memory Palace technique takes advantage of this natural ability. You use a familiar place, like your home, to store memories. You literally imagine placing the things you want to remember in different locations around your house. Let me give you a practical example. Let's say you need to remember your grocery list: milk, bread, eggs, coffee, and bananas. Close your eyes and imagine you're standing at your front door. Now in your mind, picture a giant milk carton blocking your doorway, so big you have to push it aside to get in. Really see it, make it ridiculous. Maybe it's purple and has your face on it. Now you step into your living room. On your favorite chair, there's a huge loaf of bread. Still warm, you can smell it. Maybe it's so soft that when you sit down, you'd sink right into it. Walk to the kitchen. On your kitchen table, there's a chicken sitting there, and it's just laid a dozen eggs right on your placemat. Silly, right? That's the point. The more unusual the image, the better you'll remember it. Open your refrigerator, but instead of finding food, it's filled completely with coffee beans, and they're spilling out onto your floor. The smell is overwhelming. Finally, go to your bedroom. On your pillow, there's a bunch of bananas, bright yellow, and one of them is wearing your reading glasses. Now, here's the magic. Tomorrow, when you need to remember that grocery list, all you have to do is mentally walk through your front door and through your house. Each location will trigger the memory of what you placed there. Front door, milk; living room chair, bread; kitchen table, eggs; refrigerator, coffee; bedroom pillow, bananas. Sounds simple, doesn't it? That's because it is. Why does this work so well for seniors? Your brain has two powerful memory systems. One handles abstract information, like lists and numbers. This system tends to weaken as we age, but the other system handles spatial memory, remembering locations and routes. This system stays strong well into old age. The Memory Palace technique transforms information from the weak system into the strong system. You're not trying to remember a boring list anymore. You're taking a mental walk through your home, which is something your brain can do effortlessly. How to get started. First, choose your palace. Start with your home, but you could also use your childhood home, your church, your favorite walking route, or any place you know extremely well. Second, identify specific locations. Pick 5 to 10 specific spots in order. Maybe front door, coat closet, living room sofa, TV stand, kitchen sink, refrigerator, bedroom door, nightstand, bathroom mirror, back door. Third, create vivid images. When you want to remember something, place it in these locations using exaggerated, colorful, emotional, or funny mental images. The stranger the image, the better it sticks. Fourth, take a mental walk. When you need to recall the information, simply walk through your palace in your mind. The locations will trigger the memories. Fifth, practice regularly. Like any skill, this gets easier with practice. Start small, maybe just a grocery list or 3 things you need to do today. Now, I want to pause here for just a moment. If you're over 60 or if you're caring for an elderly loved one, this information could truly change your daily life. This isn't just theory, this is a practical tool that thousands of people are using right now to shop without lists, remember names, keep track of medications, and feel confident in their mental abilities again. If you're finding this helpful, do me a favor. Tap that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We share senior health tips like this every week, and I don't want you to miss out on information that could help you or someone you love. Let's talk about how you can use this memory palace technique in your everyday life, because remembering a grocery list is nice, but I want to show you how powerful this can really be. Remembering medications. This is crucial. Many seniors take multiple medications, and getting them mixed up can be dangerous. Imagine your medication schedule placed throughout your home. Your morning blood pressure pill might be sitting on your breakfast table, huge and red, singing a morning song. Your afternoon vitamin might be perched on your living room lamp, glowing bright orange. Your evening heart medication could be tucked into your TV remote. Every time you reach for the remote, you see it. Walk through this palace at the start of each day and you'll know exactly what medications you need to take and when. Remembering names. We've all been there. You run into someone at the grocery store and their name just won't come. It's embarrassing and frustrating. Here's a trick. When you meet someone new, immediately create a vivid image connecting their name to a location in your palace. Meet someone named Rose at church? Imagine giant red roses growing out of your church pew. New neighbor named Frank? Picture him eating a hot dog on your front porch. The more personal and exaggerated the image, the better it works. Remembering appointments. Place your appointments in your memory palace based on the day of the week or time of day. Monday doctor appointment? Place your doctor in your Monday morning spot. Maybe he's sitting in your breakfast nook, wearing his stethoscope and eating cereal. Wednesday hair appointment at 2 p.m.? Imagine your hairdresser standing in your living room, where you usually are at 2 p.m., cutting the hair of your favorite lamp. Remembering important dates. Birthdays, anniversaries, special occasions. These matter to our loved ones, and forgetting them can hurt relationships. Create a calendar palace. Each month could be a different room. Within each room, place family members' birthdays in numbered locations. Make the images emotional and connected to the person. Remembering stories to share. Many seniors tell me they forget the stories they want to share with their grandchildren. This is heartbreaking because your stories are your legacy. Create a story palace with different important periods of your life. Your childhood bedroom might hold your early memories. Your first car might hold your teenage stories. Your wedding venue might hold stories of meeting your spouse. When your grandchild asks about the old days, take a mental walk through these places and the stories will come flooding back. The memory palace technique is powerful, but it works even better when combined with other brain-healthy habits. Think of these as supporting players on your memory team. Tip number 1, move your body, sharpen your mind. Exercise isn't just for your heart and muscles, it's one of the best things you can do for your brain. When you move, your brain gets more oxygen-rich blood. This stimulates the growth of new brain cells even after 60. You don't need to run marathons. A 30-minute walk around your neighborhood, gentle swimming, chair exercises, or even gardening can make a significant difference. Studies show that seniors who walk regularly have better memory than those who don't. One study followed seniors for a year. Those who walked just 40 minutes, 3 times per week, actually increased the size of their hippocampus. That's the memory center of your brain. The non-exercisers saw their hippocampus shrink during that same year. Tip number 2, feed your brain. Your brain is about 60% fat, so it needs healthy fats to function properly. The Mediterranean diet has been shown repeatedly to support brain health in seniors. Focus on fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, or sardines twice a week. plenty of colorful vegetables and fruits, especially berries, nuts and seeds. Walnuts are especially good for brain health. Olive oil instead of butter when you can whole grains instead of white bread and white rice. Limit sugar and processed foods. Think of it this way. Every meal is an opportunity to either support your brain or stress it out. Which will you choose? Tip number 3. Challenge your brain regularly. Your brain is like a muscle. Use it or lose it. But watching TV doesn't count as exercise for your brain. Instead, try learning something new, a musical instrument, a new language, painting, woodworking, doing puzzles, crosswords, Sudoku, jigsaw puzzles, playing strategic games, chess, bridge, card games, taking a class at your local community center or library, reading books on topics you're unfamiliar with. The key is that it should be challenging but enjoyable. If you hate crossword puzzles, don't force yourself. Find something that stretches your brain and brings you joy. Tip number 4. Stay social. Loneliness isn't just bad for your mood, it's terrible for your memory. Seniors who maintain strong social connections show better cognitive function than those who are isolated. Regular conversations, especially in person, give your brain a workout. You have to listen, remember what was said, formulate responses, read facial expressions and tone, and stay engaged. That's a brain gym session. Join a club, volunteer, attend religious services, call an old friend, or simply chat with your neighbors regularly. Your brain will thank you. Tip number 5. Manage stress and sleep well. Chronic stress floods your brain with cortisol, which can damage the hippocampus over time. And poor sleep? That's when your brain cleans out toxins and consolidates memories from the day. Skip sleep and you're missing crucial brain maintenance. Try to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night. Keep a consistent sleep schedule. Practice relaxation, prayer, meditation, deep breathing, or gentle yoga. Limit caffeine after 2 p.m. Create a calming bedtime routine. Tip number 6. Manage your health conditions. Here's something many seniors don't realize. Conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, and high cholesterol don't just affect your heart, they affect your brain too. Your brain needs healthy blood vessels to deliver oxygen and nutrients. Work with your doctor to keep your blood pressure in a healthy range, manage your blood sugar if you have diabetes, keep your cholesterol under control, stop smoking if you still do, limit alcohol consumption. Taking care of your body is taking care of your brain. As you work on improving your memory, watch out for these common mistakes that many seniors make. Mistake number 1. Assuming it's too late. The biggest mistake is giving up before you start. I'm too old to learn new tricks, people say. That's simply not true. Research consistently shows that seniors can improve their memory with practice. Don't let age become an excuse for not trying. Mistake number 2, trying to do too much at once. Start small. Don't try to memorize your entire family tree on day 1. Begin with a simple grocery list using your memory palace. Build confidence with small wins. Mistake number 3, not making it fun. The more enjoyable and absurd you make your memory images, the better they work. A boring, logical image won't stick. A ridiculous, exaggerated, emotional image will. Give yourself permission to be silly in your imagination. Mistake number 4, accepting senior moments as unchangeable. Yes, some memory change is normal, but that doesn't mean you're powerless. Would you accept weak muscles as just getting old and never exercise? Of course not. Treat your brain the same way. Mistake number 5, isolating yourself. When people feel embarrassed about memory lapses, they sometimes withdraw from social situations. This is exactly the wrong move. Social connection helps your memory. Isolation hurts it. Mistake number 6, not discussing concerns with your doctor. If you're truly worried about your memory, talk to your healthcare provider. Treatable conditions like vitamin B12 deficiency, thyroid problems, depression, or medication side effects can all cause memory problems. Don't suffer in silence. Let me share a few stories from people who've used these techniques. Margaret, 67, from Ohio, wrote to say that she was forgetting her grandchildren's names during visits. She felt horrible about it. After learning the memory palace technique, she created a palace where each grandchild lived in a different room doing their favorite activity. Now, she says, the names come instantly, and she's rebuilt her confidence as a grandmother. Robert, 72, from Florida, was making dangerous mistakes with his medications, sometimes taking doses twice, sometimes forgetting them entirely. His daughter was considering moving him to assisted living. He now uses a memory palace for his medication schedule and hasn't made a mistake in 6 months. He's still living independently and feeling proud of himself. Linda, 69, from Texas, stopped going to her book club because she couldn't remember enough of what she'd read to participate in discussions. She felt humiliated. Now she creates a memory palace for each book chapter, placing characters and events in her childhood home. She's back at book club and recently gave a presentation on her favorite author. These aren't special people with special brains. They're regular folks just like you who decided to take action instead of accepting decline. Here's your action plan to start improving your memory today. Step 1. Right now, mentally walk through your home. Identify 5 to 10 specific locations in order. Write them down if that helps. Step 2. Tomorrow morning, create a simple grocery list or to-do list of 3 to 5 items. Step 3. Place each item in your memory palace locations using vivid, exaggerated, silly images. Step 4. Wait a few hours, then mentally walk through your palace and recall the items. Don't peek at any written list. Step 5. Notice how it felt. Was it easier than you expected? Harder? Either way, try again the next day. It gets easier with practice. Step 6. Gradually expand to other areas. Names, appointments, medications, stories. Step 7. Add in the supporting habits. More movement, better nutrition, social connection, good sleep. That's it. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. My friends, I want you to understand something important. Your memory struggles are not a character flaw. They're not a sign that you're losing it. For most of you, they're simply a sign that your brain needs a little attention and care, just like the rest of your body. The memory palace technique that I've shared with you today is not magic, but it might feel like it when you realize you can remember things you thought were impossible. It's backed by thousands of years of use and modern neuroscience research. It works with how your brain naturally functions, not against it. But beyond any single technique, I want you to embrace a bigger truth. Your brain is still capable of amazing things. Your lifetime of experience, wisdom, and knowledge is valuable. The stories you carry, the skills you have, the love you share, these things matter. You matter. Every single day, you have a choice. You can accept that decline is inevitable and do nothing, or you can take small, consistent actions that support your brain health and maintain your independence, your confidence, and your quality of life. I've seen thousands of seniors make the second choice, and their lives have transformed. They're more present with their families. They're more confident in conversations. They're maintaining their independence longer. They're feeling like themselves again. You can be one of these success stories. You already took the first step by watching this video. Now take the next step. Try the memory palace technique today. Move your body a little more this week. Call an old friend. Eat a brain-healthy meal. Get a good night's sleep. Small steps lead to big changes. Your brain has carried you through every single day of your life. It's helped you raise families, build careers, navigate challenges, and create a lifetime of memories. Now it's time to give something back to your brain. It deserves your care, and so do you. Before you go, I need your help with something. If you found this video helpful, please click that subscribe button right now. We create content specifically for seniors and their families every single week, covering everything from heart health to nutrition to staying independent as you age. I don't want you to miss out on information that could truly help you. And here's my second request. Share this video with someone who needs it. Maybe it's your spouse, your sibling, your friend from church, or your neighbor. Memory problems are something millions of seniors deal with quietly, feeling embarrassed or scared. You could be the one who gives them hope and a practical solution. Finally, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below telling me, Are you going to try the memory palace technique? What memory challenges are you dealing with? What topics would you like me to cover in future videos? I read every comment, and your feedback helps me create content that truly serves you. Remember, friends, your best days don't have to be behind you. Your brain is still capable of remarkable things. Give it the support it deserves, and it will support you right back. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see you in the next video.